Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in...
Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign.
I have no idea what happened. It froze up on me. So I don't know what happened.
Did that touch something?
I have no idea what happened, but I'm on the road. Technical difficulties. We are live. What's going on, everybody? Did it stop?
No, it just started over from the beginning.
I don't know what happens.
I was like, did I touch something? I know I didn't touch. I stopped, froze, and I looked around. I was like, no, I was good.
Yeah, it just completely stopped on mine. So whatever.
I saw you in the back, like putting the headphones on, like getting ready.
So anyway, welcome to CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199, and we have the man, the myth, the legend, Drunk 3PO, Mr. 100,000 subscribers in the house. What's up, man?
Yeah, look at that. Like a little play button.
I saw this morning, like Ryan was trying to say, like, that's the same size as the others. Like, no, it's not. And Ryan's got enough of them. He should know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's all right. I don't care.
Yeah.
It takes up less space.
Yeah. So
I don't see it anyway, unless like I get like Punch McLightning to make another background and just stick it in there. So
yeah, I heard that. So but anyway. Yeah, I've been traveling all day, and so
Jeremy, why is your room Democrat? People are saying.
I mean, we can change that. Hang on just a minute. Let's see if I can change that. Okay, let's see here. All right, well, hang on. You talk for a minute. Let's see if I can change this.
It could be some issues here. He's going to change the lighting in his room. I'm afraid that the red lighting is going to have a bad, I don't know, man, like a bad bounce on his face. And we might see a side of Jeremy we might not want to see. Yeah, there it is.
Is that better?
His hat is blowing.
Yeah. That looks really gay. Hang on.
Yeah, I'd move it back. I move it back. That's why I just used the green screen. I changed it to 199. So okay, yeah, now we're back. Now it's just trans.
What the hell is happening, man? What is this stream? Why do people watch it? Why is this one of the most super chatted channels in the entire United States of America? You know, there's probably people they don't know who I am, and then they look and they're like, "Oh wow, this guy must be a really sophisticated political person who gets
I know.
a lot of support over there on this channel,
wearing like trucker hats and messed up life."
I got this from a truck stop, this hat, and I was like, "Oh, it looks cool," you know. And so yeah, I don't know why the hell people watch me. I really don't, but I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys. Geeks and Gamers is a very retarded organization.
I also love the fact that he's holding the mic today.
Yeah, so I don't have a mic. I don't have a mic stand. So a little bit of drunk 3PO lore. If you go back and watch some of Jay's old videos, Jay used to hold his blue snowball while he was talking. No, okay, makes sense. The difference is Jay's wasn't plugged in. All right, the audio was picking up on his phone.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that at the time. So you fooled me. Not that I'm like some, astute YouTuber that pays attention to the details, but yeah, so mine is plugged in though. So mine is, but I don't imagine this. I literally brought everything except a microphone stand. So I'm just going to have to hold my microphone. But yeah, so I've been traveling all day. So I don't know a whole lot about what's going on these days. I'm not really sure. Usually I keep up with everything. I bookmark a bunch of stuff. Look at there. Nandy for a 20 and says for Jay and his play button. Isn't that nice?
Thank you.
Isn't that nice? Dave Chandler in the house. I think we're starting to see the panic set in. When the Dems drag Oprah out of her mansion, they're getting desperate. Also, I agree with Jay.
Thank you.
That was my take on it. Is that they're getting very desperate. They're getting very desperate because that was a very desperate move. And listen, you can say whatever you want about Oprah, and I don't think very highly of Oprah at all. She's a very good interviewer, and she understands how to make someone look good if that's the intent behind it. And so obviously that was one of the strategies to get, Oprah to interview Kamala. With that said, it didn't work. Even with Oprah guiding her and setting her up with pre-arranged questions, Kamala still couldn't even give you a decent answer. And then Oprah had to bring it home for her every time. It made her look terrible. It in all honesty, I think
it was rough.
I think it made her look a lot worse. Personally.
And I can't believe y'all sat through it.
Well, we didn't. We sat through a little bit, and then Trump went live. And so before the audience revolted against me, I was like, okay, let me get rid of this because they're all gonna leave. Alan Tanassi for 10 says, I heard someone was playing COD and said, let's see, and who said what really was behind 9/11, and everyone Xbox blew up in the chat. Alan scanned in. Hail all the iDots 199 up in the snake pit. Thank you, Alan Tanassi. Speaking of iDot,
it's spooky season.
We got something to premiere a little bit later tonight. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So we did have the SpaceCon shirt. That campaign is closed now. We got something else to premiere tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Chad Layton says, for your technical difficulties.
Thanks, Chad.
Is that all it takes? Is just to have technical difficulties to get super chats? Hey, I'm going to keep having. Oh, wait, that's right. I always have technical difficulties. So I guess. Oh man,
I'm learning.
Yeah, I made a video on Gary. People going off on Gary, attacking Gary because he was arrested. And the funny thing is they presented this like no one knew Gary was arrested.
Yeah, they shared a picture like, hey, I found something on Google. I found it. I found like how bad this person is. Like I did all the research and found it. And Gary's like, I shared that like last year.
I actually shared it a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's like I shared that picture, like show how far we've come. So
yeah,
it's like absolutely. As in all ways, people think they get a gotcha, and it's turned into a celebration.
Every single time. So. That's what happens. That's what happens, man. This corner of the internet is unstoppable, man. It really is. So Flag Ninja says you're late to being let's see, you're late to being late. You fig. Jared the American says my sister may be going to Bama for college. Roll Tide. They're doing it again. Says hi, Jay.
Volt Survivor on Rumble for $1 says, Jay's here. It's High Tea CobraCast. Get Beardo in here. And make it High Tea Cobra Science. Congrats, Jay, on your spoon-sized plaque and business card reward. It's a little bit bigger than a business card, but
who are they asking for? Who's the other guy they were asking for?
Fear the Beardo.
I don't know who that is. So I don't know if you guys. Like, I don't know who that is. So that's the guy talking about a Champions Club. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna bring him in. So
he doesn't know how to shave.
Love Dogs for 10 says can't stay up as I have to work 10 hours tomorrow. The Oprah interview was a disaster. I love you all. Thanks for exposing the disaster that is the left. God bless. Thank you.
But here's the thing. If there is no bigger layup than the Oprah Winfrey show, if she's supporting you, there is no bigger softball pitch. There is nothing. That is the easy one. And if you can't get yourself together and be coherent, you had J-Lo show up, right? She supported her. You had other women, celebrities show up, and they supported her, and they were cheering, and everybody was happy. Then they just asked a simple question, and she just was like, all I saw was cackle and babble. Like, I don't even know. And you're right. Oprah had to, like, bring it in for her, like, take it home.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get a layup, man, on the Oprah Winfrey show, knowing that is, she will prep you, she will take care of you, she wants it to be a success. There's some problems, man.
100%.
That's some problems. So
yeah, we're actually going to watch a video that I have not seen from Megyn Kelly talking about the town hall. We're going to watch that here in just a second. Harley Dave says Jeremy was the IDOT shirt and hat. A good campaign, worth it. Did chat deliver? I mean, I'll just be honest. We did move enough units. I thought we were going to move more, but we definitely did move enough units. So, yeah, I'm happy. We ultimately did make a profit off of it. We didn't quite hit the numbers that I wanted to, but I understand it's a little more specific with the SpaceCon thing and all of that. And some people that aren't going didn't want to get one, so I totally understand that. So yes, it did well. It didn't do as well as I wanted, but it did do well. But since we're on that topic, let's go ahead and talk about what we do have to show for you tonight. Because starting right now, we have the IDOT Halloween t-shirt. Look at that, Jay. Look at that.
I saw it earlier.
Rise of the IDOTs. So that is badass. He's holding the skull with the 199 candles. I think that looks freaking awesome right there. Okay. So yes, that's super cool. And I love the design that we came up with. So the shirts and hoodies are on 221B right now. So I don't know if I'm signed in and if I can pin one of these links really quick. Let's see, pin message. Tell me if it pinned to that message. I think I got Jessica's. But yeah, so that is a very short run. This is going to be a quick turnaround. This campaign, I'm not sure. There's probably somebody watching that can text me and tell me when this campaign officially ends. Maybe it's on the website. I'm not sure. We just got this live a few hours ago.
It's pinned.
So, but yeah, that's pretty dope. Great designs in all the merch, Anima Change. Thank you. And again, a lot of time and effort goes into this. And again, I know people are going to see like the prices and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so like, we have to bump the price up some because this is quality content we're putting over there. And nothing against Teespring, because we have a Teespring stores too. And we've sold merch off of there, but this stuff right here, we're making sure it's good quality stuff. And everybody that's bought from 221B already knows that. They know that it's good quality stuff. October 1st is when the campaign ends. So October 1st is when the campaign ends. So quick turnaround on this one. So I'll talk about that a little bit more a little bit later. But I just wanted to notify you guys of that since there were questions about IDOT. We're always happy to talk to you about that. But I'm happy that we're finally getting in the rhythm of a lot more merch, because people have been asking about more and more merch, and we're trying to stay on top of this and provide as much as we can. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But that's a really cool design. Look who's here. Munchie. Who? Ninja. Might be my last super chat for a while. Government shutdown looming. However, I appreciate all you do. J rants are the best, and also War for Cybertron. You yeah. There, I said it the best way I could. Hey, Munchie Ninja, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. But I appreciate all the support you've given, and I know you'll continue to support when you can. But first things first, take care of yourself, as I've always said. I do not, none of us, and I will speak for everybody. I'm not going to speak for just people on my team. I'm going to speak for every streamer out there. Okay, not one streamer on the internet deserves your money. Not one of them. They have to earn that shit. Now, a lot of these streamers think that I go live, you send me money because I'm providing you entertainment. Fuck that. Every streamer has to earn your money, and they have to earn every single super chat or donation they get. And so I appreciate all of your support, Munchie, and I hope everything works out.
And real quick, Vault Survivor on Rumble for $1 says, get that bearded dude with the pink shirt and straighten banana to start playing Half-Life 2 by Sunday, or else he's fired. I'll be right on that, sir.
Dave Chandler says, when people ask us who D-Day Cobra is, we should all say a homosexual. Keep them confused. Bro, I've already talked about this. Like, I have people in real life now asking my family. They're like, I didn't know Jeremy was gay. And they're like, he's not.
Yeah, when did that happen?
Maddening says best way to end the day 199. Regarding pirate latitudes, Jay, it was published. Here, you go, Jay. It's for you.
Humorously found in Crichton's desk.
It's after,
so maybe they'll still fine tune it, but still a fun read. I ordered that Pirates Latitude. I ordered it already from this morning. I got it on my Kindle. So yeah, thanks for the recommendation.
People are saying no way. There's no. Somebody in the chat said like there's no way. Something about P. Diddy. I think they're just trolling me. So something to do like I know he's on Epstein watch right now. Okay. I know he's on Epstein watch. But I don't think there's any updates on that. But let's see. Your Barmy says 199 making banana sophisticated. What? You guys are a trip, I swear. Irish Rhino says, been in the hospital with my 2-year-old all week. What's new? Hail Cobra. Grats 3PO. Thank you for all you do. Hail chat. Well, first of all, we hope everything works out with your family. That is truly horrible to hear.
Absolutely.
I'm currently traveling right now. But yeah, everything, like I said, for these next 46 days, 47 days, I'm going to be going live at all kind of crazy hours covering stuff that's going on in the political world. So I think we're going to have to throw Monday, Wednesday, Friday out the window and just be like, I'm probably going to go live every day of the week at this point with the run up to the election. It's going to be a wild few months. I guess we're at like, 6 weeks now? So it's going to be crazy. I can't believe we're this close. And so just prepare for maybe CobraCast to be going live at 2:00 in the afternoon. Just make sure you have notifications turned on, whether it's on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, or X. I said X finally. By the way, I got to give a shout out to Legacy Killa, OG gaming YouTuber. I kind of got into a back and forth with him today on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that, Jay. But we had a back and forth, and
wait, you had a back and forth with someone on Twitter. Imagine my shock.
That never happens. But ultimately we found peace and everything is cool now. And so that's what it's all about, though, man. That's why it's good to have an argument and a fight with somebody. Like, I've never talked to him before. I've known about him forever. He's been around forever in the YouTube game. And so we had a back and forth, and I was talking a lot of shit to him, And so ultimately, that's what happens when you talk shit with people. And if somebody's not willing to just be a complete and total coward, and he wasn't, and ultimately we found common ground. And I thought that was pretty cool. I wish we could have that happen more often, But the reality of it is there's a lot of bitch-made people. But that was cool. It was a good back and forth. I'm always happy to fight with people and then shake hands when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's how it should be. It's how it should be.
Been doing it for a long time, ever since the beginning of video games, competitive sports.
Yeah.
Whatever. Man, this is a neat thing. I didn't talk about it too much, but in October, I am going back to my old school where I was the head basketball coach and teacher, and I'm getting honored. I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know they were doing this. They actually finally got the banner of our championship, and I'm going to raise the banner in the school. That the time that our basketball team won the only time they got a championship was when this dude was coaching. So it's going to be cool. I'll film it and take a few pictures. It's going to be that's pretty special to me. But yeah, I remember the first preseason game that I coached basketball. The game started. I'm talking crap to my own players, and I got called with a technical foul. They called a technical foul, and the ref came over like, "You can't talk that way." I'm like, "They're my own players. I'm not talking to the other team." And they were like, "Yeah, we do not do that here anymore." I was like, "They don't talk trash." Like, dude. What? Like, that's part of the game, man. Like, what?
Talking
what do you
trash.
Mean we can't talk trash?
Talking shit should be a part of life.
I know.
It should be a part of life. And the fact that we've ever gotten to a point where you're told not to be too mean to people on a fucking football or basketball team is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard in my life.
When we had practice, me and the assistant coach, I was like, "No, we're gonna talk trash. Like, we'll tone it down for the game, but no, like that's how you get wound up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's how you get them going. It wasn't like terrible, but it was like, dude, growing up, man, like that talking trash was like a sport. You know, you just couldn't come back with, "Well, your mama." Like, they'd run you right out, man.
Hang on. There's actually a meme that I want to share. I shared this in a while back.
Shout out Hypnotic. Thanks for the raid, brother.
What up, Bigot Army in the house? Let me find this. So, and I know you guys have seen this one before, but like it really does kind of, it symbolize. This is it. This is, let's see. Accurate. Let's see. Most accurate meme ever. Most accurate meme. If you want to pull this one up, Jay, as soon as I tweet it out. This right here is now I can't read word for word what this says on stream, but we can at least pull it up and you guys can say it. But this right here is this is it right here. All right, just posted it, Jay. This is how men talk to each other. Okay. Now it shows you the difference in, women and men, for sure, and how women act towards women and how men act towards men. It's so perfect though. Like I just tweeted it out. This is it right here.
Oh yeah, I got it. All
right.
Here we go.
Now,
ready?
Yeah, let's go. So this right here is the most accurate meme ever. All right. So you've got women saying, "Bye, sweetie. Bye, honey. Bye, girls." And then the girls are like, "That bitch, she's such a slut." And then the men are saying like, "Die, loser. See you, F word." The boy's like, "See you, F words." And then he's like, "Man, he's like, he's a cool guy." Yeah, he really is.
I like that guy.
That is exactly how, dude.
I like that. We got to have him around more often.
It's so it, dude. I love it so much.
Dude, like, again, that when we were in the first playoff game, I remember, and this, I don't want to get this, talk too much about it. This is not the show, but we were down by 22 points going into halftime, and everybody was heated and tense and loud. The students were yelling at me that were playing, and I was pretty loud back then. Nobody was like really cussing, but then like some of the women teachers were like, "Are you gonna let him talk to you?" I was like, "Listen, it's sports. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes you understand, like they have to yell. It's just part of it, man. It's like it's part of sports, competitive sports. It just is. We came back and won. we won the next game with ease, won by 32, and then went to the championship game and won by 4. So,
yep.
You know, it was just one of those things.
Yep.
Nowadays, it's participation trophies. It's you know, you can't say anything. You can only say congratulations. Everybody wins. It doesn't matter what they don't even, for a lot of the sports, especially in the younger, they don't even keep score anymore. So they just play, and it's like, well, then why don't y'all just, instead of me paying $100 for my kid to play for nothing, why don't I just go to the backyard with everybody else and just play, since you're not even going to keep the score?
Yeah.
It's such a different time. It's like this one person got offended, you know, and now the whole rules have changed. Epic Mike's in there running laps, victory laps over you, Jeremy, in the chat.
No, listen. I had already had enough fighting on Twitter Day. If I would have quote tweeted you, bro, on your little poll with your like 18 followers or whatever the fuck you got on Twitter, if I would have quote tweeted you, I would have destroyed you. Okay, I already ratioed you. All right, I already ratioed you, but I didn't quote tweet it because I was like, let him have a victory, okay? He needs something in life, okay? So I didn't quote tweet your poll. I'm gonna let you have it, okay? Because I appreciate you, okay? I not really. I think you're a piece of shit, but I didn't want to embarrass you that bad, okay? So hey, have it, man. You know what? He put up a poll. By the way, from what I've heard, according to Josiah, Mike knows how to work a poll. I'm just telling you what I've heard, okay? Mike knows how to work a poll.
Listen, nobody will get the point and laugh, so they'll vote his way.
But so anyway, it's a debate between what should the next Nintendo Switch be called, the Super Switch or the Switch 2? It should be called the Switch 2, okay? Like that's it. I don't need Nintendo getting gimmicky with their names, because we all remember what happened last time. Because if you start going Super Switch, then you're going to go Nintendo, then you're going to go Switch 64, then they're going to Switch Cube, then they're going to go Switch Wii, and then Switch U. All right? I don't want that, okay? It just needs to be the Nintendo Switch 2, okay? Keep it simple, keep it streamlined. Let's move forward. That's what it needs to be, okay? If Xbox has taught us anything, getting cute with your names is not necessary. Keep it simple, okay? Switch 2, that's it. Zanaximus for 50 says, heard you were asking about the Streamlabs donation. Sorry, I leave most live streams early because my work schedule, then I listen to the rest later. No worries about the message. Was just suggesting a funny video with Alex Jones to you. Hail the 199. Hey, brother, I appreciate it. I just wanted you to know that I did catch that. So I'm really sorry about that, but you know, Zanaximus, you've been following us for years now, and I appreciate all your support, man. So if that was a Tuesday night's main event, what I'll do is we'll read it next Tuesday night's main event, just so you know. So and that way we can get the whole panel involved with it, man. So appreciate you, bro. Task 32 says, hey, yo, from the bigot army, shit's soft now. Everyone gets a participation statue. Sad but true. Switchbox 360.
Everyone gets a participation trophy. So
let's see. Bender Poppy Events Network says, I just bought the Halloween IDOT shirt. I'm looking forward to get. Now there's also hoodies over there too, so we've got the t-shirt and the hoodie. But I bought the Halloween IDOT t-shirt. I'm looking forward to getting both t-shirts. I'm also going to the SN. What is this? The grand final tomorrow. Trump 2024. Hail the IDOTs 199. Go Norwood Red Legs. Well, thank you.
Hey, man, have a good time.
If you guys didn't see, we got this right here. Boom. The IDOT Halloween shirt is live. So please make sure you go check that out. If you're interested, it's only going to be available till October 1st over on 221B Tactical. The link is pinned right there. So please make sure you go check that out. And that is a badass design, by the way. That is a cool ass design with the 199 Rise of the IDOTs. And we're going to keep rolling out a lot of different merch. So I'm looking forward to seeing how many of you guys pick that one up. That's going to be awesome. Jay, we got to jump right into this Megyn Kelly video. So
yeah, let's do it.
Megyn Kelly did basically a video on this whole Oprah Winfrey appearance this Oprah Winfrey town hall. I have not heard this video yet. Like I said, I've been a little out of the loop on everything, so I want to hear what they have to say.
I used to love Oprah, like most of us who grew up.
Is that too loud, Jay?
No.
Okay.
We did. And only now did I realize I've been getting spoon-fed propaganda from this woman for years. I always took her little setup packages as gospel. You know, before I was a reporter, I never even thought to question whether Oprah might be intentionally misleading me. Then last night, the dawn came and I was like, oh my God, she is not a reporter. She's a propagandist. She's trying to shove messaging down my throat of whatever she believes, not what's real. So you remember she did that like kind of factual interview after the quote documentary of Michael Jackson?
Yes.
That was so dishonest.
Yes.
She did not raise any of those accusers' serious compromising facts when she had them. Maybe they're telling the truth, maybe they're not. But as a journalist, you have to at least ask, you know.
Oprah has completely, like, she has no credibility anymore. We've seen all the interviews that she had with Donald Trump back in the day, complimenting him, talking about how great he is, how wonderful he is, and how people, you know, all of the stuff. And now for her to just like, and there's a letter that she wrote to President Trump, how much she loved him and how she wanted him to be her running mate if she ever ran. Like, oh my gosh, like so much praise for him. And now all of a sudden, she just completely stabs this man in the back that she built up. Yes, queen. Are you giving us a yes, queen?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
But yeah, man.
Let's talk about Megyn Kelly. She's had a complete kind of turnaround.
So I'll say this about Megyn Kelly. And I've kind of talked about that. So I now listen, I've never been the biggest fan of Megyn Kelly. I definitely was not a fan of her on Fox, but you can tell when somebody's completely controlled by the media and then when they're actually being honest about things. And Megyn Kelly is completely independent now. And she seems genuine with what she's saying and how she's approaching things, but she has definitely done a huge shift, indeed. So I mean, she's crushing it right now on YouTube and everything like that. She gets like 100,000 people watching her when she goes live.
I've met Megyn Kelly.
Oh, really? And
no, I haven't.
Oh, okay. You should have.
There was one guy that I wanted to meet.
Everybody would have believed you.
Neil Cavuto, but he refused to shake my hand. He shook Jeremy's hand, though.
That was the best thing ever. You want to tell that story real quick?
I get Jeremy and Chris into the Fox News studio. You know, I got connections. And I was like, anyway, long story short, we're meeting all the personalities. There was just one person I wanted to meet. We met her, got pictures. Everything was cool. And then all of a sudden, walking down the hallway, I was like, oh, my God, it's Neil Cavuto.
Well, just like, yeah, before we get there, though, like, of all the fucking people that we could have met, you know, there's Tucker Carlson, Jesse Waters, you know, like all these people. Jay was like, I just want to meet Neil Cavuto. And I'm like,
I don't know why.
Why the fuck would you want to meet Neil?
I just think he's funny, man. Like, you know? I didn't know. Listen, the guy walked with a little limp. I don't know. I feel for him. He's coming down the hallway, and I'm like, there he is,
Jay
man.
Built it up. Jay built it up. Oh, my God, there he is.
There's Neil Cavuto. He's coming down the hallway. He's beelining right to me. He walks past me.
Hold on. Let's frame this. Jay is like 6'4", okay? I guess I'm probably 6'1", okay? But like Jay's 6'4". He's a giant, okay? And then of course you got a little bitty Krista there, 5'1" Krista, okay? He walks by. Jay is standing there like this, like with his hand out with the goofiest like Christmas Day smile of excitement on his face. And he's standing across from me and Krista. Cavuto like limps past Jay, shakes my hand, acknowledges Krista, and keeps going. And Jay just continuing to stand there like,
yeah. That's how I feel. Sarcasm and glory. It's how I feel.
Like only Jay could get
Jeremy
ghosted.
laughed about that for like 6 hours straight, man. I was just like standing there like
tears in my eyes because I'm thinking like I don't give a fuck about Neil Cavuto. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That was the best thing.
It was
ever.
cool to see the studio.
Yeah, it was cool.
For what
It
it's
was
worth.
cool. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, you've got multiple lawsuits against his estate, sir. Might that be an incentive to lie? Didn't ask. You've got these accusations against him. You had a book that you were supposed to produce about Michael Jackson in the context of litigation where you were required to turn this stuff over, and you lied saying that you didn't have it. And you only got found out because Random House and these other publishers admitted you shopped it to them and turned over the metadata to Michael Jackson's estate. This guy, my point is simply, this one accuser was very compromised, and she had him right after the documentary. It aired on HBO right after. Didn't ask a question. Then she gets Meghan Markle. That was another propaganda fest where she didn't even try to pretend to be a journalist. And then we get the debacle last night.
Yes. So great point about the Michael Jackson thing, because Oprah is a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. Right? You would think anyone, especially a journalist coming from that background, would view him with a bit more of a jaundiced eye rather than be in the business of image rehabilitation for this guy.
Well, Michael Jackson's 100% innocent right there. So I just want to put that out there. All you need to do is do a little bit of research on that. But MJ did nothing wrong.
No, but she wasn't. Now, my point is coming from the other way.
Yeah, she
had the accusers there.
Megyn Kelly is okay. This blonde chick that Megyn Kelly's talking about does not understand what Megyn Kelly's saying. Megyn Kelly is saying that, if I'm understanding this correctly, Megyn Kelly is saying that Oprah did not cross-examine the witnesses that were clearly the victims of Michael Jackson that were clearly lying. That's what, and that's because it would not have done Oprah any favors to show any kind of favoritism towards Michael Jackson, is essentially what Megyn Kelly's saying, I think.
And the accusers may or may not have had this experience with Michael Jackson.
Oh, you're talking about the HBO doc. Yes.
But she failed to bring up prior inconsistencies in their stories that really did compromise their stories. I don't know what happened.
I understand what you're saying.
So I'm just saying, as a journalist, which she purports to be,
right,
it was a complete fail.
Right.
And then she committed the same failure with Meghan Markle, where she didn't press any of her claims of racism in the royal family. And now we have the ultimate culmination.
She is doing the yes.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it.
Of her journalistic fails, right? Where she has the potential next president of the United States. And not only does she not ask her hard questions, the whole thing was an attempted rehab and repackaging of her.
That town hall I thought was so suspicious because I thought, okay, if anybody's going to
some retards in the chat saying, is Jeremy okay with showering with, or somebody showering with an adult showering with kids? Okay, motherfucker, listen. Okay.
What?
No, he's talking about with Michael Jackson. He's claiming like, okay, listen, what type of parent, first of all, what type of parent would allow their child to spend the night with a fucking celebrity? Probably the same type of parent that would make up a fucking accusation that this happened in the first place. Okay. You have to be a psychopath to let your child go to anybody's house, first of all, much less a fucking celebrity. Okay. End of discussion, period. Like you think that the people that are allowing their children around Michael Jackson are competent people? They're fucking retards. And I don't mean that specific to Michael Jackson. I mean that to any celebrity, any parent that is willing to let their children spend any time alone with a celebrity because they dance or sing or act good in movies is a fucking psychopath, an absolute psychopath in every sense of the word. End of discussion. So at that point now, on the flip side, you could say, well, why is Michael doing that? Why has he put himself in that position? 100% a valid thing. I think Michael Jackson had a very, very difficult upbringing and becoming the most famous human being on the planet at like age 12 or whatever he was. He was abused by his father. There was a lot of stuff that went with that. I can get into the details of that. The point being is that Michael clearly was not operating in the same world as normal people with the way he, became so famous. But I think that he was completely railroaded. And my point being is that if Michael Jackson really was the thing that they say he was, you know what? None of us would have ever heard about it. That's the bottom line, because that's how the media goes. The media does not destroy people unless they have a reason to destroy them. And the media, outside of Donald Trump, the media has not destroyed anyone the way that they destroyed Michael Jackson. 100%. Donald Trump is the first person that has kind of surpassed Michael Jackson and what they did to Michael. But before Trump, it was Jackson. Michael Jackson was completely railroaded by the media, destroyed by them. They tried to destroy Tom Cruise. They didn't quite succeed with Tom Cruise. But yes, they 100% had it out for Michael Jackson.
Elicit some specifics out of Kamala. It'll be Oprah, right? Oprah's going to do her velvet glove treatment, as Kamala loves to answer questions with a preamble that can sort of lead her on these roads to nowhere.
Middle-class family.
Middle-class family. As you know, I prosecuted transnational criminal organizations, her 3 favorite words in the English language.
She did it again.
She did it again. But Oprah padded this 90-minute special with all of these like people who were speaking as Kamala's surrogates before Kamala enters. And then Kamala begins with her bullshit. There was nothing of substance. And you saw it when Oprah was like trying to get this answer out of her about immigration. And she's going on about the transnationals and blah, 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 blah. And she finally finishes and Oprah says, right, but what would you do? You're going to sign a bill, right? When it hits your desk, you'll sign. Oh, yes. That was the one.
So someone asked what was the motive behind wanting to destroy Michael. Well, what was Michael's message? To love everyone, for world peace, to stop fighting, to stop wars. It almost sounds a lot like Donald Trump's message.
That was a pretty big business. Lord of the Ree on Rumble for $1 says Megyn Kelly looks like a blonde Michael Jackson.
That's pretty fucking funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So Michael Jackson was the most famous human being on the planet. His overall message was to love each other, to stop racial inequalities, to stop racism, and not the way that the left says stop racism, by the way. Genuinely, he thought that war was horrible. He was all about the environment. And when you have that much power and influence, that can't go unchecked. And that's the motive behind why they wanted to take Michael Jackson down.
One thing we got out of that incredibly thin gruel,
which we already heard. We already heard her say that at the debate. It wasn't even news that they made. Here is that moment.
What would be specific steps to strengthening the border?
So it's a wonderful and important question. My background was as a prosecutor, and I was also the elected attorney general for 2 terms of a border state. So
John
this
Wayne.
is not a theoretical issue for me. Sadly.
Bro, what?
Jay, she knew these questions in advance.
Of course. That's why I said this was a layup.
And she still couldn't answer them with... Listen, again, I do not like Oprah Winfrey at all, but Oprah is probably one of the most talented interviewers ever in terms of like accomplishing the narrative and the goal in which she's setting out to do. She knows how to control the environment. She knows how to control the situation, all of that. Prearranged, pre-screened questions, audience pre-screened, surrounded by a bunch of phony celebrities, with Oprah to sit there and guide her, and she still could not even answer clearly.
The layup, man, it was a kickball kick to no one. All she had to do was kick the ball and round the bases by herself in an empty field. And she tripped. She tripped on her ankle and like flopped around like a fish out of water. Lord of the Ree for $1 says, shut up, silly woman.
Where we are now can be traced most recently back to the fact that when the United States Congress, members of the Congress, including some of the most conservative Republicans, came up with a border security bill, and Donald Trump called up those folks and said, don't put that bill on the floor for a vote. My work and my career has always been about saying, let's fix problems. Let's address the needs because we know it's within our capacity to do that.
So to answer Justin's question, now that that bill is on and hasn't passed, will you reintroduce that?
Absolutely. And when I am elected president of the United States, I will make sure that bill gets to my desk and I will sign it into law.
So here's the problem with some of these bills that were introduced from the Democrats. They gave like the president and the Republicans, they brought these bills, like people don't, I'm going to try to explain this in ways that I can understand. They bring these bills that are like this big.
Yes.
And like the top 15 pages are like, all right, here's your little border thing that you want. But the rest is, you're going to give us money for this. You're going to give us money for this. You're going to give us money for this. You're going to give us. And so the fact that Trump was like, we're not voting on that because you crammed in all this stuff that has nothing to do with the border. There's no point. Yeah, it's called pork belly or pork, whatever it is. But yeah, like we're like, tell the whole truth, please. Tell why you wanted that bill pushed. And see, here's the thing. They do this on purpose. They do this so when they get to election time, they could say, we gave you a bill on the board, exactly like what she's saying. We gave you a bill on the board of Donald Trump, but you didn't want to pass it because 85% of it was to send our tax money somewhere else and for things that America should not have, use, or need.
Yep.
That's all. It's like people don't understand that though.
Yeah, they don't want to submit just like one issue on a bill.
Like, here's the border bill. That's it. The bill. That's it. That's done. No, it's like 100 other things in there. It's crazy.
It's absolute nonsense. So she's being very disingenuous, which she's very good at, by presenting this in a way that it's not really the truth. But that's what she does. But the fact that Oprah had to sit there and say like, yeah, but she said, but what about the question? Hang on, here we go, right here.
Has always been about saying, let's fix problems. Let's address the needs because we know it's within our capacity to do that.
So to answer Justin's question, now that that bill has gone and hasn't passed, will you reintroduce that?
Absolutely. And when I am elected president of the United States, I will make sure that bill gets to my desk and I will sign it into law.
We already knew that, Oprah. She said that at the debate. Oprah is no longer in the business of staying up on the news. I bet she didn't even watch the damn debate. She's reading undoubtedly from blue cards her staff gave her. That's how the Oprah Winfrey Show was shot. Oprah didn't have to think of her own questions. I know. I've spoken with her executive producers over the years, all of them. And there was no ad-libbing. It was all impromptu or on a blue card for Oprah. She doesn't know she's not making big news with this revelation. She said she'll sign the same shitty so-called border bill that they rejected the last time because it would let 5,000 illegals over the border a day.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I thought while watching that, Oprah and her producers were in constant communication with Kamala and her team. They were given every talking point they were going to. This is the best she can do, by the way. When they give her the talking points in advance, when they say, we're going to have a girl stand up, that poor girl who talks about her childhood sexual abuse. And what does Kamala do? Oprah, I don't know if you've heard this story, but when I was in high school, my best friend was being sexually abused by her stepfather. And I said, we've heard this story so many times. And it makes me crazy because she is using this poor woman's sexual abuse as a valorization of herself.
So true.
It's so disgusting. And then to watch the likes of Julia Roberts up there on her Zoom. Oh, Madam Vice President. Oh, and by the way, hi, Oprah. And Oprah's like, hi, Oprah. Don't I get more? And she's like, well, we just saw each other. This whole idea that it's this clubby elite group of celebrities who are deigning to speak with the great unwashed about the future of this country. Meryl Streep, to your intro, who called Harvey God at like the Oscars or the Globes or whatever, is up there pretending to go, President Harris.
It was such acting. It was unusually bad for Meryl Streep. We have that moment. Let's watch it.
I didn't see this.
Hello, President Harris.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Man, it is 2024. Does anybody really listen to celebrities and who they are wanting for president? Like, is there anyone out there? Because my gosh, Twitter has just made them
I can't believe
I guess there's a few.
I can't.
Meryl Streep's voting for it. She's got my vote then.
Meryl Streep, one of the, I mean, you got to give her credit. She is like one of the greatest actresses of all time. So for her to sit there and do that, she's acting. Does anybody buy this? Oh my God.
From Meryl Streep, we have that moment. Let's watch it.
Hello, President Paris.
Not yet.
It hurts. It physically hurts me to listen to this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hello, boss man Jeremy. Oops.
Oh no.
It's so dumb.
God.
I can tell you're acting.
47 days.
47 days, yes.
From my mouth to God's ear. And hello, Oprah. I wanted to ask you, I can't believe I have this opportunity. I probably never will again. If I have a little Debbie Downer moment, because actually, I think you're going to win. I'm sure you're going to win. Yeah. But what happens when you win and he doesn't accept it? I wonder if we're ready for January 7th, 8th, 9th, and what happens? What happens?
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't watch all of
What
this.
kind of dumb question is that?
God.
My God, what's gonna happen the next day? Oh my God.
Dude.
What? You know how many problems we got right now in our country, and that's what you're worried about? Holy crap. God, these people are insufferable, man. How do they live with themselves?
How can you not want this guy as president?
No, get those lights off. Off. Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off. Let's go. Ready? Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
So freaking great, dude. How do you not want that guy?
How do you I just it's clear to me that these celebrities that showed up got the memo, says, all right, when you show up, you ask this question, because that's what all of America is worried about. What's gonna happen?
I've got to show some more Trump clips to get a palate cleanse, I guess. But here we go.
And she mentioned thank you about 50 times. Did you see the beginning? Thank you, 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 thank you. I said, what the hell is wrong with her?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
It's just listen, not making accusations, but I think that woman really likes wine. I don't know.
Oh yeah. She's kicking a few back, a few too many every night. Every time we see her, she's kicked a few back. There's no doubt about that.
I'm not against it, but if you want to run the country, maybe ease up a little bit.
It's rough, man. It's rough, man. She is insane. Let's finish this off.
Yep.
Maureen, reaction. Reaction. What happens? What happens? Will you save us?
They're just like us, but women.
Kamala's answer was substantive as usual. It's like, okay, let's take a step back. For a candidate who loves to posit herself as that of the future, she's always loving taking a step back to educate the rest of us as to how we got here.
Wait a minute. Did you star this thing about the thumbnail?
Yeah, because I thought you have some crazy haters that show up,
shit.
and I was just like, "What the heck?" I started that because
I had to think about this. I'm like, what thumbnail is it? Oh, it's the Trump Elon as Batman and Iron Man. So he's upset that the thumbnail proves that I am as delusional as those that I approve because I put a fucking meme up.
memes are bad, Jeremy. Don't you know that?
I hope
Good thing you're not in California.
I hope the meme police don't come for me, okay? Listen, I have it on good authority that my chat likes it so much that they're willing to super chat me, okay? So there you go. I'm sorry that the thumbnail has got you so triggered. Wow. I did not think I was going to be defending a thumbnail.
Thumbnail. You're delusional.
Dude, I've been putting clown makeup on my friends in the thumbnails.
I know.
You see that? I texted Theory. I'm like, bro, I'm putting the clown face on you because last time I got me 100,000 views. I'm putting Gary's mugshot in thumbnails, calling him a criminal. My title of my video is From Criminal to King Grifter.
Yeah.
like all of these weirdos, they're like, Jeremy is so disrespectful to these actresses in his thumbnail. I'm like, I'm disrespectful to my own fucking friends too. It's what we do.
It's what we do. When you stop disrespecting us, then it's like, hey man, you good?
Exactly.
Are we good? Did I say something?
Exactly it, man. Zanaximus's Q razor fist spinning in his chair, yelling, "Fuck you! I was right on the Oprah MJ stuff." 1000%. If you have any questions, like I've long believed Michael Jackson was innocent, but like Razor Fist has the actual like videos to show you how nonsensical the case is against Michael Jackson.
Also, Vault Survivor for $1 on Rumble says, in relation to your media on Michael Jackson monologue, Rush Limbaugh said many years ago, the media will flex on the biggest man of the day to check that they still have power to rip them down.
That is true. And when I talked about with like Tom Cruise, like I think Tom Cruise is probably a psychopath. Okay, I do. But I mean that in a good way. I say that in a complimentary way. He's obviously a psychopath. Look at all the stunts the man does. You know what I mean? Like he's clearly a psycho, but I mean that in a good way. But yeah, they were like they tried to take him down all those years ago. And I mean, I don't even remember the specifics. It was some kind of like debate he had with Matt Lauer about psychiatry or whatever.
Yeah, and it was
glib.
Yeah,
you're glib. You're being glib, Matt. You're being glib, Matt. He's all
that
like,
was kind of the last time he really talked about all that stuff. You know, I think he was like, all right, I've gone too far.
I don't really know like what his whole stance on psychiatry is per se. I guess that's like a Scientology thing or whatever. But like me personally, like I am never going to talk to a therapist or anybody like that. I'll talk to my friends. Okay. I'm not going to go pay somebody to tell me about my feelings so I can tell them all my deep, dark secrets. I'm not going to do it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying other people can't. I'm just saying for me, I don't do that. I'm also not a big fan of medication. You know, I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke cigarettes. And I don't like taking any type of medication, although I will if I have to sometimes. You know what I mean? But I don't know like where Tom Cruise's mind is on all of that shit. But, you know, it's, you know, that's just my personal take. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just telling you my opinions on things. You know what I mean? Now, Scientologist, all I know is one time I called the Church of Scientology, and I told them that I was friends with Tom Cruise and I needed to talk to him, and they hung up on me. And I called back and I kept saying, like, if Katie's there, is Katie in the dungeon? Like, can you just let Katie talk to me? Like, I know Katie personally. I hung out with her on the set of Batman Begins. Okay. Like it was, I was in California and like we kept seeing Scientology signs. So we just kept calling the Church of Scientology, asking for Tom Cruise.
So their main hub
is Tom there? Tom who?
Their main hub is in Clearwater, like about 40 minutes from where I live, on the beach there, like near Tampa. So I was like, I went to the beach there, and the way, if you see a Scientologist, like they all dress like they're in the Navy. I didn't know if you know this. So I'm walking around. I was like, what the freak is all the, like, there's a lot of Navy people here. And they're like, they're not Navy people. These are Scientologists. I was like, Why are they dressed like that? That's their uniform. I'm like, man, it's freaking weird, man. It's freaking. There's weird people. Hey, man, like you do you, Bugaboo. I just I like my Big Macs. I like my tea.
Well, look, and all I know is, and I don't know. This is like people talk about the YouTube algorithm and how it can radicalize people. It's such bullshit. It all it does is it gives you more of what you're looking for. That's all the YouTube algorithm does. Okay. So I remember I don't know how, like somebody was talking about the Scientology, the guy that runs Scientology, and the fucking his wife's been locked away for like 2 decades. And I looked up a video on that shit. And then the algorithm started feeding me shit.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how it started, but I watched one video, and then my algorithm just starts feeding me stuff. I'm like, oh shit, this looks fucking interesting. I'm clicking on it. I'm sitting there eating popcorn, just looking at all the Scientology shit and how Shelley McTavish or whatever her name is like locked in a basement for the past 2 decades because what's the guy that runs it? So her name's Shelley. Fuck, what's his name? Somebody can tell me. What's his name? What's the guy's name that runs Scientology?
I couldn't tell you.
Wait, and somebody's David Miscavige. That's his name. Okay. So he did an interview with, I think, Ted Koppel. He's done one interview with Ted Koppel, and apparently it didn't go well. And he's never done an interview again. And his wife's been like missing. I'm probably butchering all of this shit. Okay. But she's been missing for like 15 years, I think. No one has seen her. Apparently the authorities have gotten involved in it, but it's a weird story, dude. It's a weird story.
It's bizarre.
Yeah. So, hey, it is what it is. So close enough. Okay, good. Thank you. Cause I'm probably butchering it. So yeah. So I remember growing up, Dianetics was always advertised on TV. Do you remember this, Jay? Cause you're like similar age, like Dianetics was always advertised on TV. And I didn't know what it was, but it always was like L. Ron Hubbard Dianetics. Yeah. And I'm like, what is Dianetics? That sounds cool, but I didn't know what it was. I was young, and it was always advertised. It was crazy how much advertising for that was. And apparently that's what again, if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong, but apparently the Dianetics is kind of where a lot of the Church of Scientology is based.
Yeah, because our church was like, I remember all that stuff. They were like, it's the end times, the false religion. They're coming for you. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
I know. Yep. So much stuck in my head. Yeah, man. It was crazy how much that was advertised. And I never cared to look into seeing what it was. Again, I was young, so I didn't really care about it, but it was like subliminal. It was like my subconscious, it was in my subconscious. It's like, it was always there because it was advertised so much. Luckily I never looked into it. And I guess that's why I'm not a crazy lunatic these days. Well, I mean, I'm just an idiot, but not a crazy lunatic. But that's the portion of Scientology for the night. I'm sure like these Scientology channels are going to be like, people are going to be sending these Scientologists like these guys are talking about. They know
they're going to show up at your door.
No. I'm saying like the anti-Scientology people. There's just a lot of anti-Scientology channels of like that used to be part of the cult, and then they're like preaching against it. And every time somebody talks about Scientology, it gets clipped out, sent to them, and then they make a big fucking video, and they're like, people are waking up. They're going to take Scientology down.
They're going to clip this out and be like,
they're going to clip this out. Yeah. They're like, we got the Trump supporters, guys.
Gamers.
We got the Trump supporters on our side. We're going to take them down. Don't fucking talk to me. Nobody that's had anything to do with Scientology, positive or negative. I want nothing to do with that shit. Okay. Star Wars and Stripes for 20 says, we all like it. 199 Trump 2024 talking about the thumbnail. Baba Yogi says, for the thumbnail fund, Hayden Wayne for 50, Jay. 50. I know there are maybe only a couple of people here that care, but I got to bring it up regardless. Today, the Vtuber community found out that we are losing a cornerstone of English Vtubers. Amelia Watson of Whole Alive, Ian Myth will be graduating September 1st. What does that mean, Hayden? Do you know what that means, Jay?
Cornerstone of English VTubers?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're graduating. Well, congratulations.
Hang on. But they're losing why are they losing? I guess
September 1st happened.
No. But like, why are we losing it? Why is the community losing this person? I don't understand. That's what I'm trying to understand. Are they quitting? Are they just walking away from the VTubing because they've graduated? Like, I guess I'm just trying to understand. Oh, he says there's another 20 to explain. Shit, here we go. I meant September 30th. Graduating is when they leave. Oh, okay. See, I didn't understand that. She isn't doing traditional graduation. Will remain an affiliate of Holo Live, but we won't see her anymore. We don't know what an affiliate. We don't know what an affiliate means. We've never seen this before. What? Well, you said graduating again, and Hayden gave more context because he knew that I wasn't going to understand it. But okay, so at least you understand that. So graduating means leaving. So I am sorry to hear that. I know you're a big follower of the VTuber community. You actually are like the reason that we got Kirsha on Geeks and Gamers. And I'd love to have Kirsha back. Kirsha and Savvy on a stream together is truly like next level degeneracy.
It's different.
It's you gotta take some time between those streams, okay? But I would love to get Kirsha back on. But yeah, Hayden is a huge supporter of the VTuber community. I think VTubers are great. You know, are there some that's probably out there a little crazy? Yeah, guess what? We're a little crazy too. So that's it.
We're on the internet.
Graduation is basically quitting on good terms. Got it. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Hayden. I appreciate you, brother. And thanks for the update on that. And I know that that's a very passionate subject for you, man. And keep us posted. Keep me posted. All right, let's finish this up.
If we're not living it in real time in ways none of these elitists are.
She doesn't know the answer, so it's just stall tactic.
Stall tactic. The fact that all these filler words.
Yes. And the repetition, our dreams and hopes and aspirations, our thoughts, is like she just does a string of consciousness on every word she can come up with to substitute for the first word just to stall actual substance.
Did you happen to see John McWhorter on Bill Maher defending her with this garbage verbiage?
What? John McWhorter, it's a betrayal.
I know. I love him as well. But he actually said her words don't actually mean the words that she's spouting. I couldn't believe this came out of his mouth. The words are mere symbols of what she's trying to express. And when she speaks in triplicate, as she does to people who are like, I can't afford to buy a home. Well, young people with their goals, their dreams, their ambitions, like all this stuff that's meant to make her sound smart, but it just makes her sound full of hot air. There's nothing coming out. There's no substance. Help me.
I've said this before. There was a personality on Fox News who shall go nameless for the purposes of this discussion who used to do this. And I used to watch her and marvel because this is how she would answer certain questions. You know, what do you think about the Democrats doing X? I think it's inappropriate. It's wrong. It's deeply problematic and it must be stopped. And we are just the ones to stop it. We are not going to tolerate this for one more minute, not one more day, not another month.
That's basically how Jay answers questions on daily that he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's so true. I've mastered it after all these years.
I'd be like, what do you think, Jay? Well, you know, I mean, we got to get this out. You know, people are tired of it.
I mean, I don't like it.
All right, that's the end of it there.
Been saying this from day one. Nobody likes it. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with Jay.
Well, you should.
I agree with Jay. So
shout out Megyn Kelly, man.
She's doing her channel's really good, and it's there's good information over there. Not a lot of mainstream people that I would enjoy watching, but her channel's really good. And you know, it's important to, like, regardless of how you feel about her, she's a very strong voice. She's got a lot of influence, and Trump, she's obviously all for Trump at this point in time. And you know, I'm happy about that. And with Elon's almost more pro MAGA than I am at this point. You realize that?
He's turned it on, but
it's crazy.
You know who else is pro MAGA? I don't know if this is a good time to transition.
Yeah, what's up?
But I wanted to share this because this post has been making the rounds. I don't know if you've seen this. So this lady is not from America. But she says, I usually don't post videos because my English is really hard to understand, but it's extremely important based on the conversation I've been seeing about Donald Trump. As a woman from Spain, I see the US election a bit differently. I'm in South Korea right now, and it's the first time in many years I've been able to walk around somewhere without fear. Man, imagine that.
God.
In my own hometown, I can't do that anymore. The globalist agenda is to flood countries with illegal immigrants who will destroy the native-born population. They're making society so unsafe, people don't even have families anymore because they live in so much fear. America is the only country powerful enough to set a global example, and Donald Trump is the only man powerful enough to save the West from this crisis. Please do the right thing and elect him. I don't understand all of your election issues, but the issue of safe Western civilization run by sane people is universal. And there's only one candidate. I think she says the exact same thing I read. Let me just play this real quick.
I have been in South Korea for a week now, and there's
Let's
one
listen.
real difference that really shocked me, and it's the fact that I am not scared of walking alone on the street. When I'm in Spain, when I'm in Italy, America, I am always scared to walk alone because I don't know if someone is gonna rape me, steal from me, rob me, kidnap me, murder me. I am always scared. So I was thinking, what changes? What's the difference? And it's illegal immigration. They don't have illegal immigrants. Look, they are not super conservative, but they are very strict on immigration laws, which makes a big difference. So I was thinking, why is that? And I quickly realized it is because the globalist agenda is specifically targeting the West to the point of destruction. Look, I'm a woman, and my biggest dream in life is to have my own family. But I'm not rich. I'm a normal person. I don't live behind walls. I don't have private security. How can I want a family where my kids cannot go on the street alone to play because they are in danger? Who's gonna save us? Look, I'm from Spain and I cannot vote in America. I am not a citizen. But you can. And the only solution I see to save the West and to beat the globalist agenda is electing Donald Trump in 60 days. You have 60 days to vote for him. And first, save America, and second, to save the West. It's in your hands, literally, the ability to fight the globalists.
Yeah, that's pretty much like the whole thing. But
oh yeah,
that's pretty awesome. Powerful statement that people, in other around the world is like, look, what are y'all doing? Do you see my country?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to live in my own country anymore.
This is why.
So this is what's happening. Now you have like that whole Springfield, Ohio stuff that's going on where Trump literally said the truth about what's happening and they laughed at him. They freaking laughed at him. They're like, no one's eating dogs or cats. I don't know, man. I see 100 videos posted all the time of what's going on. And again, I said this before, at least on my little show, but the one thing that people are missing and that they're not talking about is that actually Trump is talking about that when they're sending people over to our country, to America from Haiti and all these other places, they're emptying out their mental facilities and their prisons and all that stuff and just saying, hey, we don't want to deal with this anymore. Here you go. Let them deal with it. They got the money. They got the resources. And what is this government doing? Just picking them up with a bus and just dropping them all off in these small towns.
Yeah.
So it's like, and like I said, they're not they're not like stable citizens of the country that they're pushing out. They're trying to get them out of their prisons, get them out of their mental hospitals and all that stuff because they don't want to deal with them anymore. So that's what's happening. And like, I don't know why they're not talking about that more often. So
yeah, it's very scary. And right here, so Elon Musk actually retweeted this for the U.S. For the world, Trump must win, and Elon Musk retweeted that. So so he's all in, man. Trump, he's all in, and I feel like many people are finally seeing this for exactly what they need to see it for. It's Trump or nothing, man. It really is Trump.
oh, they're going after like Elon now too. Like people that these weirdos that like own Teslas, they're like they put this sticker on like I bought it before I knew he was crazy or something like that. Like they're buying that to put on their Teslas. They're you know, you have that who's that actress that was in oh my gosh, she was in Charmed. She's freaking crazy.
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, she's the one who's like, I used to have a Tesla, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I'm gonna go with a more peaceful car company, Volkswagen. You know, they like she did this whole speech about how owning a Tesla is bad because Elon Musk supports Trump and how she thinks everyone should buy Volkswagen because they're a car company of peace. And you're just sitting there like, what is wrong with these people, man, that you would wake up and say stuff like that and just say, I'm going to tweet something that's going to help America. Buy Volkswagen.
These people are crazy, man.
It's like, what?
This can save America right here. This can save America.
Field. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. Eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cat.
What is going on? Why is this so good? Why is this so good?
I like the other one though. I like the other one.
Which one?
The one with Hassan. You never saw that one?
I don't think I've seen that one. See if you pulled it. We're going.
Oh, dude, what? You got to see that. Hold on, I got to get that.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Seeing red, so don't push me. Ain't Donald Trump trying to grab him by the. Said it was some Haitians, somewhere out in Springfield. Women doing cartwheels.
Have you seen Garfield?
Eat the cat.
Have you seen Snowball? This about to snowball. I'm about to go off. I can't let this go on. Miss me like an airball. Tell me where my cat is coughing up like a hairball.
Eat the cat.
I gotta tell them if they even put the fingernail on Santa's little helper to turn them to hamburger. Help with somebody better help them, cause I'm going to jail for showing them fellas helter skelter.
Eating the dog.
Usually I'm content, but if you touch my dog, then I'm turning into John Wick. I'm lit. Bird better drop it. If you touch my pet, then I'm pulling up like CrossFit.
They're eating the dog.
There's geese. There's cats. There's hamburger helper.
That's pretty funny.
This is amazing.
They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
It's a shame, it's a pity. Gone overseas where they said Hello Kitty. But it ain't there, it's right here in your city. When I turn my back, now the cat goes missing in the where my peoples is at. Does anybody know where he flipped when that? Cause I heard they putting claws on felines, I'm mad. And my cat disappeared just like Felix the cat. And they eat the cat. Got paid back. Thought she was a goner, but the cat came back. If you ain't a pussy cat, say drop that cat. Drop that cat. Drop that cat.
The cat.
Got paid back. Thought she was a goner, but the cat came back. If you ain't a pussy cat, say drop that cat. Drop that cat. Drop that cat.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat.
Drop that cat.
This is who did it right here. So right here. So this guy, the Marine rapper. So if you guys want credit to this guy, that is freaking awesome. So you got one to show, Jay?
I'll find it. I have it, but I don't think it's loud enough.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen whatever one you're talking about with Hassan or whatever.
I don't think it's loud enough to play. Here, let me try. Let me know if it's not. I'll find the other version.
Okay.
But here it is here. To share audio, wait. To share audio, share tab or screen instead.
Looks
what? They're giving me problems. All right, here we go. Share audio. You haven't seen this one? It's not loud enough.
Pretty low. Yeah. It's pretty low. It's pretty low.
It's so good, man. I'll find a better version. It's so good.
All right, I'll read some super chats while you're doing that. So Green 74 says Jay loves his blue balls. Slane hopes is good thing you posted this on X. YouTube hid you. Of course. Isn't that how it always goes? Golden Nugget says, I just discovered how to make AI generated song. Expect a Beardo song soon. I'll post it on my channel or send Jeremy an email. Looking forward to it. Stephen Brown says, Jeremy, please pay my gas to get to Texas, and you can tattoo my left arm with a cowboy eye dot riding the American flag bomb. We can live stream it. I would never tattoo your arm, but you obviously welcome to get the tattoo if you want. If you need gas money, like, I don't know, shoot me an email. Let's see if we can figure something out. Albert Not a Retro says, shouldn't Trump be dressed as Captain America in the thumbnail, or are you trying to offend WB and the House of Mouse equally? I'm always looking to offend the House of Mouse equally, always. Eric K says, interview Oprah and her where the kids from her school are. Come on, Jay, you have the power to get this done. Bring down the witch. Slane Hope says, saying that people who did time are bad is racist. Mr. Black says, Kamala told Oprah she owns a gun and will shoot intruders, yet she supports mandatory gun buybacks. Rules for thee, not for me. Yep. Objectively, a cat says, would that be the famous gay Cyclops Beardo?
All right, let me play this before we lose it.
All right.
You're gonna lie. This is my favorite. I won't play the whole thing, but
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. Yeah! And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Wait, see, like they bounced Trump's head in there.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs.
I like, that's my favorite one. So
keep playing it. I want to hear it.
And this is what's happening. Dogs. People on television.
There have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
The people on television are saying the dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that.
They're eating the dogs.
It's great, right?
They're eating the dogs.
Oh, it's hurting to laugh. It's hurting to laugh.
People on television.
Anyway, that's
dude.
Apparently,
Trump,
the guy that made it is not a Trump supporter.
Well, it made him look
whatever.
good. Made
it's
him
like
look good.
We took it. It was pretty.
These idiots don't understand. They only make Trump look cooler. No
I
matter
know,
what they
I
try,
know,
they only make him look cooler.
This
like,
was
you can't make Trump look bad. Like, again, this is Trump's. This is Trump. Anybody else saying this, you'd be like, "What are you doing?" But Trump says it.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know. Macho man.
Yeah, he's 76 in that video or whatever. He's like, I am a young, vibrant man. And you're like, yeah, he is. I mean, to be fair.
I saw it from Benny Johnson. He tweeted it out and it went crazy. And then apparently the guy that made it was getting all kinds of backlash. He's like, well, I don't really like Trump. And it's like, he's I guess he didn't do it to go against them, but you know, some people fold under the pressure.
Yeah.
also of the mob. So, but I was like, but the funny thing is, like, we're like, well, we're taking it away from you because it's pretty cool.
Oh man,
I
I
love it.
love it. It's great. It's fantastic. Okay, let's see where we are. We've got Albert Nada Retro says Megyn is a little slow. I was on on Oprah at 12. I've been a fan of Megyn Kelly since I saw her rage over the false allegation in the Amherst College grape case. She did 2 segments on it. Michael Jackson is innocent as money can buy. No, Michael Jackson is just innocent, period, in my humble opinion. JK Memes says, please check out my custom memes in the community tab. I've been creating conservative memes for 4 years, but I'm only uploading them here for 4 months. Hey, man, check it out. JK Memes. So right there. So yeah, man, look at that Trump picture right there. That's badass. Is that a real picture of Trump? That looks like a real picture.
That's real.
That's
100%.
real. That can't even be a meme. Metal Slave says Michael Jackson was speaking up against Tommy Mottola in the 90s and the industry. They fucked him over for that. Yeah, Tommy Mottola was he was like the executive of one of the bigger record studios, if I'm not mistaken. Golden Nugget says, okay, it's on my channel. Will be done by the time you read this. Minute long, no gamer words. We'll get one of the mods to check it. If it's fine, it's simply called Beardo Country Music Style. All right. I'm sure Eric K has dropped that in the chat for me, so I'll see if I can find it. Let's see. Dwayne Sun says something that you're missing about the so-called border bill is that the money was to get more border patrol to process more people into the country instead of preventing people from coming in. Yeah, there's always like that. That's the thing, is she's just presenting it as one thing, and that's just not what it is. But a lot of people aren't going to do the research. A lot of people are just going to take it at face value because they don't want to do the research. And that's the scary part of all this. Maddening says, for 10 says nothing. I just want Trump in office. Tired of the games from the left, the spinning, the unwillingness to see what damage they've brought unilaterally. Thank you for providing the space, Jeremy. Thank you, guys. I might be providing the space, but I would just be talking to myself if the people weren't here supporting us. So that's pretty much the truth of it. Front Toward Enemy says, why is nobody bringing up the fact that Kamala was a prosecutor who sent people to prison for using firearms in self-defense? Yet she says shit like that. Yeah, I mean, the hypocrisy from her is a very long list for sure. And it's almost hard to find all of the hypocrisy from her. Rob Altus says, funny how the left wants ex-cons to not to be discriminated against, but if it's Gary, it's a different story. Total hypocrites. Yep. Jeremy's Midnight Gut says, can't get those gas station Twinkies after tonight's stream. Alan Tenassi says, if Bama loses, I will face reveal with my mug shot. Oh, to Georgia? You're putting, listen, I mean, I'm 50-50 on how I feel about Alabama this year. I mean, I think they're looking pretty good. Milroe is actually playing very well. But this is Georgia. So I don't know. Black Kane says, how much more bullying will it take for Beardo to take Earnhardt's last try? Oh man, damn, bro. Don't say that. Hail to my ninjas in the 199. Ninjas is the key word there. Maximus BT says, where my breeds at? We Too Dumb says Biden sanctioned Elon for buying Twitter. Cellular Dream says, Jeremy, how does it feel to be gay? Your Barmy says, Munchie Johnson doesn't have the will to shut down. Harley Dave says, speaking of which, Jeremy, does your family know you're gay? Maddening says, sweet, enjoy the book, Jay. Dave Chandler says, guys, what's the biggest own goal of the year so far? Sony and the Helldivers devs nuking all of their goodwill, the Acolyte, or Biden in the debate? Well, I think Biden was on his way out anyway. I think Helldivers is probably the biggest cell phone of those three, because Biden was they were going to get rid of Biden. Biden was on borrowed time the whole time anyway. Helldivers actually had a chance to be a monumental success, and they fucked that up big time. Keklor says Jay, Pash Chu Mosley.
Thank you.
There you go. Bio Wolf says a bigot army raid clapping yo cheeks. Eric K says Jay, well, yo mama. Dave Chandler says, Jeremy, how's it feel to be a big deal on YouTube? Jay, does your dad know you're drunk 3PO? I am not a big deal on YouTube. And that's just the truth. I am, dude, there's a Minecraft person right now that has like 150,000 people watching them. Okay. Monday Matt got 100,000 subscribers. Okay. I mean, none of us are a big deal. Let's be real. Mundane Matt got like 150,000 subscribers. Okay. So, yeah, that just puts it in perspective right there. Brown Gaijin says, I saw your video on Gary today. You mean to tell me he used to own a comic shop? But seriously, make America the land of second chances again. Let's see here. Mindless content gets clicks. I mean, that's true. That's how I got clicks. Harley Dave for 20 says, I'm just here to talk shit. I'm already voting for Trump and Robert in North Carolina. Vote early and vote often if you figs. Hail 199. Did you hear they found 400 dildos in Diddy's house and was Tupac one of the first? Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if that's confirmed.
I don't know if that's confirmed, but I saw the graphic going around. Would I be surprised? Absolutely not. I would not. I would not be surprised at all. Somebody says Monday Matt's still a thing. He's still a punching bag for the internet. It's honestly, it's almost like, should we keep punching this guy? Because God, man, it's brutal how bad it is. He has no fan base at all. Like nobody. I'm at the point where I just might start shouting him out and trying to make him feel like he's actually got some fans again. It's bad. Nico Lex Mage I.199 says, why not the switch up? Catchy. Good Lord, no. Please no. By the way, for a limited time, ladies and gentlemen, the I. Halloween shirt 2024 is here. Rise of the I. over on 221B. The t-shirts and the hoodies are available. Quick turnaround on these. So October 1st is when these will be done, and we're going to get those out to you. I love the design. It is a fantastic design, and many more things that we're going to be working on with IDOT, but that right there is fantastic. So if you're interested, please go over to 221B. Links are down in the comments right now from the mods and everything like that. But yeah, that is awesome. Nico Lex says, y'all going to San Antonio meet? 100%. 100%. VJ the Vigilant says, Jeremy switched to what? I was talking about the Nintendo Switch. Your Barmy says, wash your hands first next time, Jay. Mike Noss says, you should put IDOT in a mage robe, maybe something inspired by Skyrim. Hail the mage IDOTs. Noss says, the IDOT mages staff should be the 199. People are listening right now for all of these recommendations. People are listening. So the
want to keep it moving shirt.
Hey, keep it moving. That's a good one, actually.
Also, real quick, Vault Survivor for $1. Does the caramel chick keep her guns within city limits where they are illegal?
I don't think she owns a gun, to be honest. I think she's lying about it.
Also, for $1, check out the Kiffness on YouTube and his debate remix, Eating the Cat, featured Donald Trump. Thank you, over on Rumble.
The Concert Cruiser says, are you guys a little worried that Trump might lose? I'm a little worried that the Democrats might do the same thing they did in 2020. In a free and fair election, I don't think that there's even a chance that Trump loses, and I don't even think it's relatively close. So, but yeah, I am worried about that. What happened in 2020 happening again. Byron Douglas says, to put MJ's influence into perspective, it was him versus Disney on who was going to acquire Marvel. People forget the influence he had on entertainment. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Tinhead says, still hasn't said anything of substance. Albert Not a Retro says, Harris sent a man she knew was innocent to delete Roe for over a year. If you need more than that to not vote for her, your short bus awaits you. Maddening says, Kamala is as bad as Disney Plus shows, giving unwanted exposition. Keep feeding her prompts, Oprah. 2 eggs in a basket becomes a new member. Thank you. Your Barmy says, Jay for president. He ate cats. Riza Face has ordered IDOT bundle. There we go. For Christmas. All right. IDOT, hail the 199. Okay, so you ordered the Halloween bundle. Fingers crossed for a Christmas IDOT. I'm sorry. Hail the 199. So you want a Christmas IDOT. Again, people are listening right now to the stream that need to hear that. So they want to hear your recommendations. So if the Halloween one is successful, I'm pretty sure you're going to see a Christmas one. Rye the guy says, last time I checked, celebrities weren't paying my bills, so their opinion means absolutely nothing to me. Agreed. JK Meme says, D-Day Cobra, can y'all show my memes from my community tab or take a look yourselves later? I create my own, all my own content. If not, it's okay. Well, you guys go over there and check that out if you want to see these memes over there on JK Memes over there on his channel. I'll check them out a little bit later. I'm on my laptop right now, so I don't have the normal setup that I usually have. Old Renaissance Boomer says it wasn't all pork barrel spending. It was the bill itself would have allowed by law 5,000 or more per day to be allowed to come in. Could be increased. Dave Chandler says, I said earlier, they're desperate. The sheer volume of Hollywood weirdos they dragged in, it's nuts. Most of America doesn't care about these freaks anymore. Albert Not a Retro says, Street also supported Roman Polanski and gave a standing ovation when he won Best Director after being accused of doing stuff to a 13-year-old girl. Sir Paladin says, nothing like a Diddy party. Meryl Streep, probably. Spirian with the 199 super sticker. Cultural Breakdown says, I thought the thumbnail was a legit photo. I did too. I didn't think it was a meme.
I did too.
Yeah. So, Babo Yogi says, for the thumbnail fund. Crimson Cyborg says, GTA 5. Let's see. What is this? The program is it's a Scientology parody. I thought you were saying something about there was something in GTA 5 with Scientology in it. And so I was like, okay, I got confused there for a minute. What's up, Crimson Cyborg? I know last time I highlighted your comment, you're like, I made it on the screen. You made it again. Slain Hope says, the Mormon temple in LA dwarfs Scientology's HQ. Gail McConaughey becomes a new member. Thank you. Albert Not a Retro says Scientology. Look up Lee Remini. Is that how you say it? Leah Remini. She's the actress, right? Isn't she the actress that spoke out about Scientology, if I'm not mistaken? I'm pretty sure. Chat will confirm. Chat always confirms. Let's see. Liberty Prime says Xeno 2024. Flag Ninja says, I remember the Dianetics commercials. The fact that I turned 43 this month and it's just a coincidence, I'm sure. Yeah. Yep. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, I'm right about that. So that's the actress. Yeah, I've seen some of her stuff too. Grand Potato says, ooh, woo. I'm not doing it in Savvy voice.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. Eric K says, heartbreaking. Spain is one of my favorite places in the world. My family would summer in Spain often. Albert Not a Retro says, we have tougher immigration laws than the U.S. Sophie says, hail the GCA. The GCA podcast is 12 away from 600. Shout out to my friends for the Homies podcast 288 as well. Jeremy's a fig. I agree with Jay. We can get the GCA to 600. Let's drop a link to the GCA and get them to 600. We can make that happen. The Real Jamiko says, everyone needs to be aware of the Cloward Piven strategy. Look it up ASAP. Part of it is to implement by hijacking the Democratic Party. Kat Mega says, aloha, please find the version of Kifnis, the South African guy. Love you, Jeremy. And Jay is right. It's on Apple and Spotify. They're doing it again, says Jay. This version was made by a Trump hater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick Brown says, ladies don't mind if men eat the you know what. William Cap for $1. Thank you. Lean back, have a snack says, I always come to this channel for the latest news on Scientology and crypto. Congrats on 100K, Jay. And I'm glad that rash cleared up for you, Jeremy. Slain Hope says, Jeremy, Jeremy, what did I ever do to you? Why do you read all my supers like Beardo on a bad day? There's no shame in getting glasses, bro. Age is a thing. Did I mess yours up? I mean, to be fair, Slain, I mess everybody's up from at some point. That's just going to happen. Bro, I was listening to Friday Night Tights today. Gary's ad read is one of the most painful fucking, it's almost worse than listening to Kamala Harris. Like, it's fucking bad. It's bad. Why the fuck are people paying this man to read their ads for him? It's fucking bad. Holy shit, Gary. The hell, bro. This ad reads, I mean, okay. I mean, I'm
got
not
an
much
ad
better.
read?
Oh yeah, it's bad.
From
He
what
just
company?
some naked company. I don't know. But it's bad. It's really bad. It's so bad. It's good. I bet they get a good turnover because of Gary reading it. I bet they get their money's worth for sure. Albert Not a Retro says, Jeremy, neither of us have humble opinions. I'm the most humble man. Okay. I'm the most humble internet person. That's bullshit. Flag Ninja says Ninjas for Trump 2024. Polish Prince says congratulations to my favorite Canadian bear, Drunk 3PO, on 100,000 subscriber plaque. Next
Thank
up is
you.
1 million.
I don't know, man. I think I'm.
The tactician musician says if G&G were to do a tier list of greatest Geeks and Gamers Friday Night Tights related memes, what would be the top tier? Oh man, that's a tough one right there. There's a lot, man. This one doesn't get mentioned a lot.
I mean, does 199 consider a meme?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that kind of like that's probably the biggest one, right?
Somebody took, that picture of Gary screaming that we've been using a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody from the I don't know if it was Legion of Memers or whoever it was, but they took a picture of like that head of Gary and they put it on a shirt, on a person that's wearing a shirt that says gay AF. And he's screaming, and then Sydney Sweeney is standing next to him. So it's like Gary screaming with a shirt that says "Gay AF." That he's screaming because he's scared of the tits. It's the funniest fucking meme ever. I gotta find it. Like it doesn't. I don't think it got the traction it deserves, but that was a funny ass meme right there. It was really. Matter of fact, I think I can pull that meme up. Jay, you want to read a few? You don't have to.
Let's see.
I've checked off everything that I've read. There's only like 12 more. So right there. Starts with this Lane Hope. Do you have the list pulled up?
There are truths.
What just happened? What just happened?
I don't know, man.
What just happened, Jay?
I had some gurgle in my throat. There's some truth that would break society. Epstein's client list is one of them. What they actually did to the king of pop is another. Ignorance is not bliss.
Jay's just like,
that was rough. It's 12:30.
That was rough.
I partially find Jay to be somewhat agreeable, but I still hold those feelings in retrospect. Fair minds shall find further certainty than I. Perhaps I may be a I-Dot. Thank you for the $10. I-Dot plushie from Grand Potato.
Look at this meme. Hide the comment. Look at this meme.
Oops.
Look at this. This is such a stupid meme, but it's so funny.
Did the Bugle make that?
Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah.
Legion.
This is such a great meme. It's just so bad. It's good. I don't know why I've always remembered this one. This is so good. Gary,
come on, man. There's better ones out.
No, dude, it's so
Jeremy
bad,
loves the
good.
memes where the Photoshop is all jacked up.
Yes, I like bad
He loves
Photoshop
those
memes.
memes.
Like everything about this is terrible, which makes it glorious, dude.
It's like Yellow Flash would meme Ryan and like shave part of his head off. Like he did it really fast, so like half his head was cut off. He would write, "I like the Last Jedi." Jeremy, that's the funniest thing ever.
I love bad memes, dude. I love bad memes. Oh man, but you gotta say, like, I would say 199 and I-Dot have to be two of the highest ranking. They have to be two of the highest ranking ones for sure because they're literally part of our brand now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll have to look those up and go over those. All right, where'd you leave off?
I marked them.
Elena Walker says, I twixt about Gary, my own journey, and didn't take long to have the OMG, he's a bigot response. They really do love looking like fools, don't they? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Dave Chandler says, I'm rooting for Aaron Rodgers and the Jets because of all the crap the media gave him over the vax. Yeah, I've never been a fan of Aaron Rodgers, but I am now. I am now a fan of Aaron Rodgers. He's always been great, though. Aaron says, just left a Creed concert in Tampa, Florida. Hell yeah. Tweeted Tone says, Space I-Dot, Spooky I-Dot. No. No tweeted tone. No gaming equals I drop it. No tweeted tone. You're not doing it. Don't do it. Raiden Roach says, do you ever, let's see, did you ever reach out to MJ's nephew TJ anymore? You mean Taj? I actually talked to Taj yesterday. So yeah, I talked to Taj yesterday. Let's see here. Brenda says, do the Halloween shirts come in women's sizes? Halloween B-Day here. Let me find out for you. Aaron says, listening to my favorites figs on the ride home. What, isn't that nice? Slain Hope says, if Kamala wins and tries to take our pews, she'll have to do so over my corpse. We started a revolution over T-Tax. Let that sink in. Skinny Cartman says, love the IDOT design. Can we get the 221B Equinox watch cap beanie with the Geeks and Gamers logo? I can send that in. And again, so we actively, like, G&G, we're stepping our game up in terms of, like, the people are like, I have people now paying attention to what people are talking about. What are people requesting? What does the community want? So we can try to stay on top of that. So we are actively listening to what is being discussed, whether it's on locals, whether it's on Discord, whether it's in the YouTube chat or wherever. We are listening to you guys, and we want all the recommendations. We want you guys to be invested in it. So, you know, please keep throwing those recommendations there at us. Risa says, my birthday, Groundhog Day, that would be a clever IDOT. There we go. A lot of recommendations. Accident Seller says, will this anti-woke progress in 23 and 24 be undone if Trump doesn't win? I'm getting worried. Even here in Norway, what's the plan if Kamala wins? I'll be honest. I don't have a plan if Kamala wins, because I think we're fucked. I truly think we're fucked if Kamala Harris wins. I know that sounds terrible, but I truly do. I truly think we are screwed. And that's why the end game is Trump, in my opinion. We got to get him back. We got to get him back. It's that simple. Eric K says, damn, Jay, are you okay? Do you have some chemical attack from the As Trump rally? Borg says, remember Christy Alley? She was a Scientologist and became a huge Trump supporter towards the end of her life. Ended up dying from cancer mysteriously. I do remember that, actually. I do remember that. The real Jamichio says, everyone sleeps on the Cloward. Let's see. Even the Wikipedia page explains a lot. Overwhelming immigration to force building back better. All right. Hopefully some people will look into that. I'll look into it. JJ52 says, Jay coughing up hairballs after eating cats. Trump Vance for the win. MAGA win. Geeks and Gamers coming to Tokyo.
Oh man, I'd love to go.
I've been asked about a Tokyo trip to Japan. I've actually had people reach out and say they would help. I mean, ultimately, I don't feel like, it feels really weird for me to say, like, you know, financially it's too much of a strain because we get so much support. But the reality of it is this is a business. And Biden's America, it's hard to run a business right now. Financially, I don't know how I would justify taking a trip to Tokyo with, and you know, what I mean by that is, like, number one, there's just the cost, but it's the time away from content. It's the personnel away from content. If we can justify it from a financial standpoint, I would do it in a heartbeat. It's just me taking any time away from content. It means we're losing revenue. Same with anybody else on the team too. That's the struggle with it. You know what I mean? But I want to go, and trust me, there's many people on the team that want to make that happen. And if we can make that happen, I would 1000% do it. I want to go over there so bad. And many people do as well. And I do have people that are willing to help accommodate us in some capacity. I've already had people reach out to say, hey, we can help soften the blow financially. We can, you know, give you this, that, and other. So, I mean, there's definitely been discussions about it for sure. And I would love to make it happen. 3 for 5 says drunk 3PO. I'm just drunk 3 right now, but at least I don't have random gurgling noises blurring out of nowhere.
Yeah, I get that checked.
Let's see here. X-Wing says, it's good to hear Jeremy, a homosexual, wants to stay on top of his community. I've always pictured you as more of a power bottom. Keep it up. Bro, I'm on a fucking like 1982 laptop and it still will download Fortnite quicker than your piece of shit computer.
Yeah.
You built all this. Like this motherfucker's been sending super chats to everybody that knows me. Just like, does Jeremy know who I am? Can we play Fortnite sometime? Like he's been begging for like a year. So finally, and Jay like calls me up. He's like, man, X-Wing is crying. He just wants you to play Fortnite. So I was like,
oh, it was brutal.
Yeah, man, I guess, just invite him. Let's do it. So then X-Wing shows up and he can't even play the game. Fortnite.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
It's fucking Fortnite. And he couldn't get his computer to download fucking Fortnite.
Embarrassing.
It's fucking embarrassing, bro. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate you, X-Wing. William for $1. Thank you. Stream Hero says, would like to see an IDOT figure of some kind. We would love to do that. That would be awesome, actually. The Swill says, my best friend does work for someone that worked for MJ for decades. I was at his house the other day. Wish I could pick his brain. That would be an interesting conversation. Little Orphan Funkhauser says, Jeremy, I hate how badly you jinxed the Finns before the game against the Bills. Quit giving your homosexual predictions. I agree with Jay. Listen, the bottom line is
Dolphins.
Tua took, so this was back in college. I was at Ole Miss. It was either Ole Miss or Mississippi State. Tua got a hip injury. He required surgery on it. I don't know if people remember this. It was a tough hit. It was kind of like it wasn't like the Bo Jackson one, but it was similar in terms of like, because Bo Jackson, that ultimately ended Bo's career, that hip injury that he had. I don't know if Tua's ever fully like been the same, although I do think that he has all the ability to be a top tier quarterback if he can stay healthy. But I think that hip injury is going to always haunt him, unfortunately. So Greggy Pooh for a new member. Thank you. Accident Seller says, Jeremy, I'm on the 2013 iMac. Roast me hard, daddy-o. You just sent me, a grown-ass man, a super chat begging me to roast you, and you called me daddy-o. You roasted your fucking self, bro. Okay? Matthew says, Mormonism is just mayonnaise Islam. Torwin says, MJ's former head of security when he died is the same guy who was running Diddy's operation. He is named in all the indictments. Grant Potato says, X-Wing should have gotten a Meta PC.
Yeah.
He should have gotten a Meta PC. Hail Meta PC. Use the promo code G199 if you're interested. And Jay, we're done. We're done. We're caught up. I want to say thank you to Drunk 3PO for joining me tonight. I'm on the road, and I appreciate the chat for being so awesome and supportive. I think that I should point out this one of the lowest super chat nights in a long time. Maybe it's because Jay was here. I'm not sure if Jay held us back a little bit. It's kind of, you probably held us back a little bit, and it's not that big of a deal, Jay. We probably sold some shirts. People probably bought shirts instead of super chatted, Jay. So we'll just let you have that one. Okay. You want to have that one?
Well, it's late, man. You started later.
Beefy McWhat now says, if Kamala and Walls win, we first get all of our guns taken away. USA will become like Cuba and North Korea. Second, drug and human trafficking will be the norm. Damn. That's why I don't have a plan if Kamala wins. It's just Trump. It's got to be Trump. And that's how I feel about it. So all right. So Keenan, I will be Krista will be getting that tomorrow. The thing you sent to the PO box, should be getting it tomorrow. I know you've been asking in the chat. So hail Keenan. Hail. Somebody said, okay, Tim Pool. Yeah, this guy right here really doesn't like. Okay, look, he either doesn't like me or he's really good at trolling. Either way, I'm okay with it. Either way, I don't think he likes me, bro. I think he really fucking hates me. Again, there's no wrong answer. Like, either you're trolling so much that I believe it, or you really hate me. I'm okay either way. But I see you all the time, just like he fucking hates me. And he's never like playful about it. Like, this dude's like straight up like, I fucking hate Jeremy. He's a piece of shit.
But they're always in the chat.
Yeah. I don't know. He might be a good troll. Like, I bought into the good at trolling. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I respect the fuck out of that.
He's always in my gaming stream. Doom
He's been
never trolls me.
Always talking so much shit. I'm like, this guy, does he really hate me? You remember what I said a long time ago? This is back when like Geeks and Gamers was probably before 50,000 subscribers. And all these people, you know, they were like always calling me all these names and shit. So I told like, you know, like the audience, I was like, hey, if you see somebody hating on me, like go hate on me worse, just to force them to have to say something even worse than you. And then we got them in 4K, baby. Just troll them at them. Like, yeah, Jeremy is a piece of shit. You know, just hate on me with them. And then when they realize that they're being trolled, then they're going to have to be forced to actually like, you know, oh, I need to be recognized in all this hate of Jeremy. I got to prove I'm the real hater because all these guys are trolling. You know what I mean? So the internet's a crazy place, man.
It certainly is.
The internet's a crazy place. So it's fun. It's a lot of nonsense that goes on. But ultimately, please, if you did not already, please go over to 221B. IDOT of the 199, Rise of the IDOTs, the Halloween version. And I got to say, the art is fantastic. A lot of work went into that. And I'm really proud of this one. So we've got shirts and hoodies over there. They're only going to be available till October 1st. Now, I would say just kind of keep giving us recommendations. It's been a long time since we've had consistent merch coming out, and now we're kind of on that. We're listening to the feedback, listening to what everybody says. Do you want me to show you the hoodie? Okay, let's see here. I'm on my laptop, so it's a little harder. Let's see here.
There it is. You did
There
it.
is. Hey, you did it, Jeremy. So there's the hoodie right there. There we go. So, and it's just a placeholder. I mean, this is obviously just something we've thrown together. So, but you guys know, if you've done any shopping with 221B, you know that it's really high quality stuff that you're going to get. We've had people, if you can, you know, people in the chat, if you've gotten any of our previous stuff with 221B, you can verify that it's really good quality stuff. So, you did it, Joe. You answered all the questions.
Did I get ice cream?
Let's see here, man, more super chats. Let's see. Eric K says, are you playing the golden nugget video? Are you in the chat where he put that, Jay? The CobraCast chat on Twitter. See if you can pull that golden nugget video up real quick. Mad Master Pork, he says, good job, Jeremy. You read all the super chats. Maddening says, shirt ordered, love the design. That's what's up, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. They're doing it again. Jeremy, your haters pale in comparison to supporters. It's very true. Let's see here. Coop says, forgot my earlier super chat, gay boy. It's the first super chat you sent all night. Yasuke says, I really hate you, Jeremy. You refuse to say my last name. Accident Seller says, who's your graphic designer? IDOT and also CobraCast 199 stream graphics on the screen. Look good. Is it Krista? Well, Krista's done some of the designs. So Vector Visual, who's done a lot of our Friday Night Tight stuff, has assisted us with a lot of the artwork with IDOT. And obviously we've had some people like Krista's obviously assisted in helping with some of the design along with a few other people. Jay Hellstorm's done a lot of the graphics here on CobraCast. And Jay Hellstorm does a lot of my graphics that you see like on Twitter and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we've got a lot of awesome people. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this right now, because again, we actually are getting like real structure at Geeks and Gamers these days. But like, how would you guys feel if we started some type of kind of a fan art of IDOT? You know, just to put some stuff together.
Oh, I think that's great.
With. I think we might work something out like that. Okay. We might work something out like that just to kind of see what we can come up with. I don't know. It might be something we throw out there here in the very near future. So just keep that in mind. Buster Nut Smash says, my FNT jacket gets here tomorrow. Need a D-Day Cobra patch on it. Just saying. I know
Buster
a lot of
Nut Smash. I'm waiting on your email, brother.
That's your boy right there.
Yeah.
IDOT comic book. I haven't thought that far ahead. We'll see how the merch does first. But yeah, man, good stuff indeed. All right. So Jay,
I got it.
What do you got going on, buddy?
Do you want me to play that video?
Yes. Yes. Good job, Jay.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
It's not my favorite, but
wait,
it's pretty good.
This isn't it?
That's what it said in the chat.
No, it's Golden Nuggets video.
That is what Eric wrote in the
that
chat.
was somebody else sent a super chat about that one, but Golden Nuggets.
Yeah, there we go. I got it.
Mountain Mutt says I missed
I got it.
Mountain Mutt.
Oh my God, it's Beardo in a.
Are we scared of this one?
I got it.
Are we scared of this one?
Yes.
There was a man who believed that he was hot tea, when all he was a man who sat in pee. His name was Beardo, only Beardo. He eats hot dogs straight down, no biting on the way down. He sits on the corn and bananas, which he takes the curve out. His name was Beardo, Trevor Beardo, and he's gay, so gay. He eats corn the long way.
Can I just say we're freaking doomed just because AI music is just gonna
keep going,
take over.
There was a man who believed that he was hot tea, when all he was a man who sat in pee. His name was Beardo, only Beardo. He eats hot dogs straight down, no biting on the way down. He sits on the corn and bananas, which he takes the curve out. His name was Beardo, Trevor Beardo, and he's gay, so gay. Going the long way.
I'm crying, bro. I'm crying.
He eats corn the long way.
Sits in his pee.
Whew.
It's John Morrow.
Oh my God. I was not prepared for that. I thought it was like going to be one of those things where I'm like, great job. Yeah, it was legitimately like that.
I'm going to put it in one of our group chats.
Woo! Exelart says, you ever thought about doing a camping meetup instead of the expensive, also watch Star Wars Return of the Redneck on stream. All right, I'll have to do that next time. So we got to wrap this up. Let's see. Slain Hope says, not for nothing, but now is the time to invest in a firearm. I know Kamala is saying she'll take it away in 2 months, but they're trying to scare you. Harley Dave for 50 and says, this is fine. They're doing it against his call Beardo and let him know.
Oh, I sent it to him.
Jeremy's
gonna be like, what is that?
You know you're cooked when the guy that gets super chats from his own eyebrows is the most reliable source.
Jeremy's eyebrows. Oh, that looks weird.
I fucking love you people, man. I really do.
Oh, they're the best.
We don't deserve you guys at all. We really don't. But thank you so much for all the support. Amazing indeed. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So one last time, go over to 221B if you're interested. IDOT sweater or the hoodie and the t-shirt available. We appreciate it. Man, you guys are the best. Really unbelievable. So thank you so much. Jay, what do you got going on? Anything?
Not really.
You're gonna be dropping something pretty soon.
Yeah. Green probably in a week.
Okay.
We got pulled back because I had to change one of the covers. So that's on me. Waiting for it to get done. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna love it. So, but it's finally here. It's finally here.
Somebody in the chat said, or I don't care, but I don't know what else they said. I want to make sure there wasn't an issue. All I saw was, or I don't care. I can't find it now. Is everything okay? I'm trying. There it is. All I saw was, or do I don't care. Okay, there you go. or do I don't care? Everything okay? I just want to make sure. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Best chat on the internet, and it's not
Absolutely.
even close. Geese and Gamer stuff's happening. My Gary video, if you haven't seen it, it's live over there and it's doing really well. Jeremy's Midnight Gut says, time for my snacks. Jeremy. We're going to call it there. So go to 221B, check it out. IDOT in the house. That ends on October 1st. Thank you guys. Have a great evening. Jay, tell them bye.
Bye, everybody.